Hey, I'm Megan Green. I'm one of the counselors here. We're going to go over the teacher role in Section 504. So what is 504? 504 is an act that prevents discrimination. The purpose is basically to level the playing field. It's to make sure that students that have identified disabilities aren't discriminated against and have the same opportunities that students without disabilities have. We have a duty to find these students and offer services to them. So it's very unusual to be identifying kids in high school, but it does happen. So if you suspect a disability, we have to offer services or an evaluation and see if there's anything that we can do to help the student. The students that can be served through 504 are anyone that has a mental or physical impairment that substantially limits a major life activity. And some of the activities are listed here. As you can see, it's just about anything. So anybody with a need may be served through 504. Referrals can be from anyone. What you would do is you would let the counselor know that you think that there's a need for a referral, and the counselor would get with that parent and start the referral process. The 504 service plan is decided on by the 504 committee. The 504 committee is the counselor, an administrator, and a teacher. All of these accommodations would happen in the general education classroom. They don't change the curriculum. And if we're going to offer, or if we want to offer a STAR accommodation, we have to offer that same accommodation in the classroom. For example, if the student needs extra time on STAR, they have to be getting extra time on tests in the classroom on a regular basis. And following the service plan is not an option. It's the law. We don't have a choice. So Leslie Reed went into a lot more depth about how to find your service plans. This year, they're in Skyward, and so you don't have to go to Eduphoria or Aware to find your service plans. Here's the instructions, the step-by-step instructions, but again, if you'll look at Ms. Reed's video, she goes in a lot more depth on how to download and access, and then it's also the receipt that you've seen. The service plan is all done in Skyward this year. Your role before the 504 meeting. So before a meeting, counselors will send out a link to a Google form. You need to complete that link and give us good information. If the student isn't using accommodations, tell us that. If the student needs more accommodations, tell us that. The only way for us to know how to make the best plan for the student is by having all of their teacher input. And typically, we don't have all 8 teachers attend the meeting. It's usually only 1 or 2 teachers that attend. So make sure that also whatever you put on those forms, it's okay for it to be read to a parent. So if you're invited to the meeting, we need you to have reviewed the service plan before you come so that you're aware of the current accommodations and participate. Speak up. Say if the student needs something or if they don't need something. Most of y'all are amazing. I haven't been in a meeting with somebody that's not. So just keep on doing a great job in the meetings and just participating. After the meeting, you would need to go on to Skyward the same way that you'll do before the year and view the new service plan. The way that you would know that it's time to do that is you'll get an email from the counselor saying, go to Skyward, the new service plan has been updated. And then you'll follow the same process that you will at the beginning of the year to access all of your service plans. So here's some expectations or requirements. You have to verify the receipt of the 504 service plan in the timely manner. So we've asked you to do it now before school starts. and then we will start reconciling who's viewed and who hasn't viewed. You'll get the first email that goes out to you is notice that you need to view the plan. And then after that, then we have to start copying your department chair or your T-test appraiser. This is not our choice. This is the law. We have to have these service plans viewed. You also have to attend the meeting if you're invited to the meeting. And if you can't attend the meeting for some reason, let's say you have an ARD that conflicts, let the counselor know why you can't attend. A lot of times meetings are scheduled based on what the parent wants. The parent wants that time, or they specifically want you to be in the meeting. And so that helps the counselor know how to reschedule the meeting. And then when you come to the meetings, participate, just give input. And like I said, y'all do a great job with that anyways. That is all I have. If you have any questions or concerns, please let one of the counselors know. Any of us would be more than happy to help you. Thanks.